Nowadays, getting hired is not an easy task. The competition out there is pretty stiff. So, you graduated top of your class and are probably the best computer programmer there is, but the problem is nobody knows about your talents. My name is TATE MAKAYI and I work for JobVine, and today I'm going to talk to you about 5 things you can do to make yourself 2 billion times more hireable. Let's get started on making you an absolutely irresistible candidate to hire. At this point, you probably already have a traditional resume listing all your previous jobs in chronological order. Well, that's fine, but we want to make you stand out from the crowd. So the first thing you need to do is to get your resume tailored and critiqued. To do this, your resume needs to be job specific. That means listing the most relevant jobs that you have done in the past at the top of your resume. Your resume also needs to be clear and readable. Make it look good. Here are a few guidelines. Be concise. There is no need to have an extra long resume. It is not ideal. Never use less than 10.5 font. It will be too small. Make sure that you're aware of line spacing and that your headings are clear. Remember to talk about your accomplishments. It is more impressive to list quantifiable things rather than just bullet points of your duties and responsibilities. A very important thing to do also is to make sure that your resume is critiqued by an expert like a career counselor. The next step is building a personal website. This sounds complicated, I know, but with the rise of WordPress, designing a personal website has never been easier. Having a personal website not only makes you look professional and legit, but it definitely makes you stand out. You can also include your JobVine profile on your personal website. For example, www.jobvine.co.za/id/Lisa Roberts. Yes, I know business cards may seem a little bit old school, but they still serve the purpose of making you look professional and legit. Although there are many designs, ready-made designs out there, it wouldn't hurt to add a personal touch and design your own business cards. That way, it will look more unique and different and personalized by you. So add a personal touch to it and it will make you stand out. Remember, it is all about standing out. I know most people are terrified of public speaking, but you're still going to have to do it at some point in your life. Communicating effectively results in people listening to you more and paying more attention, and also remembering more of what you have said. So here are a few guidelines on how to communicate effectively. Be concise. It's best to get straight to the point and respect other people's time. Try to see things from the other person's point of view. This will help you to tailor what you want to say in a manner that your audience will understand and agree with. Learn the rules and etiquette of the medium you're using. Learn to write a good email, speech, etc. Start practicing public speaking. A little experience under your belt can go a long way. Learn to effectively listen. Actively pay attention to what others are saying and formulate responses that show you're interested in what they have to say. Communicate things at the appropriate time. Recognize other people. It makes them feel special. Do not use shorthand writing. It does not look professional. Finally, remember to pay attention to spelling errors. Remember, learn to communicate effectively and you will make a much better impression to employers. Remember that personal website we talked about earlier? Well, this is where it will come in handy. Create an online portfolio of all your best work. That way, it will be readily accessible wherever you are. You can do this using your JobVine profile by adding your JobVine URL to your personal website. So, when people ask you, you can always tell them to check you out on www.jobvine.co.za/id/Lisa Roberts, or whatever you want to name your website. It is always more impressive to actually show people what you have done rather than just telling them about the jobs you have done. Now that we have talked about the 5 things you need to do to make yourself 2 billion times more hireable, it's time for you to actually go out and do it. So go ahead and tailor your CV and get it critiqued, build a personal website, design your own business cards, learn to be an effective communicator, and create an online portfolio of your best work, and you will be well on your way to becoming 2 billion times more hireable. So remember, you can leave a comment below, follow us on Twitter, or hang out with us on JobVine's Google Plus Hangout to get all your questions answered.